Miss Queen here at Where's the Beef for another awesome week. Today is a little special. Obviously, we're wearing pink and it's for, well, breast cancer awareness the whole month. Hey. Well, today we're having another special little episode, but it's going to be a little bit different. It's open debate night. So, let's take a look at it, shall we?
Sounds good. Tonight on Where's the Beef, you'll get to see Unique.Foxdale do a debate on two touchy subjects. I can't tell you what they are, but whatever they are, it's gonna be juicy. It's gonna be serious, and it's gonna be wilding. And all you beef maniacs are gonna be running wild when you hear people's opinions. But we respect all opinions, and everyone's beautiful and amazing in their own way. And we're here with Donnie with the cool shorts and an awesome tattoo. You can follow him on Hickson.Donald on Instagram, or Bronina CRS on Instagram, or Captain Jack Morgan on Instagram, or Ms. Queen Lily 01 on Instagram. I think there's like dashes between those two. And if you want to put your Instagram in the comments below, do that. Anyway, let's get ready for Where's the Beef? Now, Donald, give my fucking coffee. I told you to give my fucking coffee. You know, I paid $10,000 to be on camera with this shirt.
Oh, fuck no.
You know what? Fuck. Oh, we're still rolling? Oh, shit. Fuck. I'm not actually like that. I'm a very positive person. I'm gonna fucking kick your ass after.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'm having too much fun with this. Enjoy the show, guys.
Isn't this gonna be a little spicy, Bronina?
Oh yes, I can't wait to see what people have to share and what's on their mind. It's gonna be one hell of a great one.
Heck yeah. Well, back to you, Bronina, to have some fun with our guests.
Oh yes. You excited for Where's the Beef? As you are the host.
I'm always excited. It's another wonderful day here in the metaverse, and if you're not here at Where's the Beef, I have no idea what the heck you're doing. You need to come here to Where's the Beef and the subsequent show, Where's the Beef Off the Grill, where you will see anything and everything debate-worthy, whether it's something as rich as politics or something as small as what to have for dinner on a Thursday night. It doesn't matter. If you have a beef with somebody and you want to get up on stage, here's the place to do it, so come see me, Captain Jack, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah. Are you excited for Where's the Beef, Bam Bam?
Of course.
Hey. Hell yeah. Same here. Did I just say off the beef? I meant Where's the Beef. God damn it! Oh, I got two shows. Yeah. I got all shows mixed up. Damn it. Ladies, are you guys excited for Where's the Beef?
But please, if you have not liked and saved the world, please
That's
do so.
good.
It means a great deal to me. I'm very close to 300 likes, so help out a guy and get me up to that point to 300. Also, if you notice, myself, Bronina, we're wearing pink because it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So please consider changing into something pink if you haven't already, and show support to save the Tatas. All right, thank you very much.
Save the pumpkins.
Are you excited for Where's the Beef?
Let me tell you something, brother. If I was any more excited for Where's the Beef, you'd have to blow this whole universe up. Bring it together again.
Hell yeah, dude. I love the spirit. Are you excited for Where's the Beef? High five. Heck yeah, that's we go. That's the spirit. Are you excited for Where's the Beef?
Yes.
Hell yeah, it's a debate like no other. We got Unique.Foxdale going up there, but hopefully we get some other debates. Hello there, Katniss Everqueen. It's not much. It's great to see you.
Checking my avatar. I want the face paint.
No, you're all good. You look incredible.
So
are you excited for Where's the Beef, Steno?
And,
fantastic.
Why, thank you. For breast cancer awareness.
it can be
Yeah.
around
We are wearing this for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So showing our support in here. And,
This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. October.
yeah.
You should get a hold of Herbert and bring him in here and tell him you got a beef.
I got a question for you guys. Are you guys excited for Where's the Beef? Tonight's a debate of any type. If you guys want to go up there and debate about something or having an open debate. Yeah.
Okay.
Heck yeah. I'm your cameraman. Right now is at 9 p.m.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
So it starts in like 10 minutes. Well, 11 minutes right now.
Make it 10 or make it 5 minutes.
All right, make it 5 minutes. Are you excited?
I am. I'm ready for the beef.
Hell yeah. I'm always ready for the beef, especially when it's coming straight from the grill. Yeah. Are you excited for Where's the Beef?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Not too bad. It's good to see you too. Are you excited for Where's the Beef? Hell yeah, dude. High five there. Well, it's going to be an open debate. Yeah.
That's true, young.
Angel, are you excited for Where's the Beef?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, there we go. Bring on the beef. Woohoo! Bring on, heck yeah. Oh, my favorite regulars are in coin mode.
Yeah, we're here, so.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. This will be very unique. Are you guys excited for Where's the Beef?
Yeah.
It's an open
We don't
debate.
We don't know what's going on.
It's
We're
an open
always
debate.
here.
Well, heck yeah.
open
Well, you
debate.
two are like regulars. You guys have been to more shows than anybody. So,
Oh, geez.
we're glad to have
we
you
don't-
guys
we,
here.
We don't got a life.
No, you guys do have lives. Well, I hope you guys are exciting. You guys always look amazing. I can't wait to see what your outfit looks like. I do my best. Are you excited for? Oh,
See, I got the outfit on, but.
well, he's having a fun time.
Yeah, I'm an avatar.
Yeah.
But
Are you guys excited for Where's the Beef?
Yeah, woo.
Yep.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome.
Thank you.
Should be a good one. It's gonna be an open debate. We don't have a beef tonight, but we do have open debates, so it should be a good show. Yeah. There you go. Look at you, fashionable.
Scare me,
There we go. Wow.
changing into pink, something pink.
Hell yeah. Support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's what we're doing all month long, showing our love and support to all those people that have to deal with this difficult time. Like, let's get started. Like, zoinks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Where's the Beef? And now, your host, the Big Mac himself, Captain Jack Morgan. Greetings and salutations, one and all, and welcome to Where's the Beef? The talk show, actually, the #1 talk show here in the metaverse that gives you an opportunity to let everybody know what you're beefing about. Sometimes we have two people up here that are just bulls in a china shop and just destroy one another. And other times we have people up here that actually just have something they want to debate and talk about. Tonight is one of those nights. We have an open mic night where it's open debate. Anything you want to talk about, whatever you feel passionate about, come up here on stage and let everybody know exactly what it is you have beef about. As a matter of fact, let me introduce you to one guest that we have on stage that is willing to take on anybody on what she feels passionate about. This lady has been around the metaverse for a little while. I've had a chance to be her friend since the old bingo hall days. I know the bingo hall seems where I know everybody, but quite frankly, that's where I got to know quite a bit of you. She's one heck of a person and has a great heart. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce my friend, Unique.Foxdale. Welcome, Unique, to the Where's the Beef stage. How are you?
I am dandy, and yourself?
I am splendid, absolutely splendid. Well, Normally, what we do is we'll do a 3-minute timer to let the two people decide whatever it is that they're going to say regarding their beef. But since right now she's the only one up here on stage, I'm going to basically give her the stage to talk about whatever topic that it is that she wants to discuss. She had a couple of ideas in mind of some things she wanted to talk about. And what is one of those you want to discuss on stage tonight?
Well, we could go with abortion first because that's a touchy subject for me. So we could do abortion first.
All right. So we're going to be discussing abortion. And what is your stance on abortion? Are you pro or con?
Oh, well, I'm very against it. So I'm not a fan of abortions at all because, first of all, that's a baby killer. First of all, I'm like super conservative when it comes to abortion. So I think it's a baby killer. You're a murderer. And no, I do not believe in abortion at all. And all babies should be brought into this world as conceived as the first, like once the seed gets spits out of the woman or whatever the man, sorry. Once the seed spits
That would have
out
been
from the man to the
interesting, but
woman.
yes, I know what you mean.
The seed goes into the woman. So I don't see what's the point on abortion at all. Like I said, I'm very against it. So, but yeah.
All right. Now, is there anybody that dares to come up here on stage or wants to come up on stage that has an opposite feeling about it? That is actually pro-abortion. They may say, well, there are some health benefits that goes with it.
It's fucking pro-choice, not pro-abortion. I don't think anybody's fucking pro-abortion. It's pro-choice.
Okay, so
Well,
that's one take on it. But did you want to come up on stage and have a little debate about it? It's friendly debate. It's not anybody that wants to kill.
let's
I
go
can't
be
hear you up there, Spitfire.
fun.
You'd have to come back down onto the square for me to hear you. No, you don't feel okay. So she wanted to put out her point,
But-
and that's fine. Traviana, did you want to take the stage?
Yeah, come on.
Nah, I just had a question.
Come on.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
what's
you
up,
had a
Unique?
question. That's fine.
Mhm, what's up?
Okay, so what if the scenario was like a rape victim? Do you think
Well,
that the
I-
rape victim should still be forced to have the baby if you think so?
Absolutely.
Mm.
Very absolutely.
Why is
Because
that?
like what I think it is because I think like what women that cannot have a baby, you could always adopt a baby, you know? But each woman is to their own. I don't care about any other women that for abortion, but for me is no, absolutely not. But I'll say keep the baby either way it go.
Okay.
Yep, everyone's different.
So basically, allow the child to be born and then place the child in adoption.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fair enough.
All right,
Bam
Bam,
Bam,
your
do you
turn.
have a question?
She basically took it straight out of my mouth. If it's rape, I feel like the baby you still need to give the baby a chance to have its life because the baby did not ask to be here, regardless of the situation. Now, if anybody in this room has went through it, I deeply apologize, but that's just how I feel. If the baby doesn't have a choice to make a life on its own, why kill it?
Exactly.
I mean, that just, I don't know. Put it up for adoption. I'd rather, if I was in the situation, I would still have the baby and put the baby up for adoption. But if I feel like I can raise the baby, I'd keep it. Because again, the baby didn't ask to be here. So that's my thing. That's my touch on it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bam Bam. JB9, you have
Let me-
an opinion on the subject.
It's not really an opinion, but it's trying to get you to see another perspective about when I remember when I was younger and my mom got pregnant, and the pregnancy ended up being the baby. She was gonna keep it, but it ended up having a genetic it was gonna have a genetic disorder. It was gonna have Down syndrome, webbed toes, webbed feet, heart and lungs both outside the body, and it wouldn't have been viable for more than 2 days. She chose to get an abortion. what would you do in that scenario?
I would
Would
still
you
keep.
rather
I
let
would,
it live the 2 days and suffer, or
well, I would still keep the baby. You know, if the baby pass on, then it pass on. It's 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 like oh what's his name that would just what's his name Bam was just up here. So
Hmm.
I think the baby should just live because you never know the choices. I mean, the chances of life may be more higher or lower. It depends on how the health of the baby is. But I would keep my baby if it had like special needs or anything like that. Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily special. They told my mom that it wouldn't last more than 2 days. The baby would suffer.
But what I'm
That's
trying to say is that you never know. The doctor may say different, but what God says is a different perspective. That's how I see it. So,
Exactly.
uh-huh. Yep. So you never know.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
95. I do
JB.
appreciate your perspective on it. Do we have any other questions or
And
statements in
Elisa,
regards to it?
come
All right.
on.
Miss Steno, would you care to
Hello.
share your
Hey.
opinion on it?
How you doing,
Well,
darling?
I'm doing fabulous, and you look fabulous, and I think we're all fabulous this evening. And I think what I understood what you said earlier when you started to say, like to each, their own. Like other people are going to have different opinions for themselves and their bodies. So what I would like to ask is to take your perspective one step further. That these women that whether it's a financial or whatever their reasons are that they don't feel that they want to be raising a child. So now we would need places for these basically excess children. We don't have the foster system is kind of broken, so we need more funding. Is this something that you would want then more funding then so that we could have more of these
Absolutely.
orphanages and foster
Well,
care and
because like what I said earlier, like the women's like let's say like for me, I can't have kids, or that's what I was told I can't have kids because I have health conditions or whatever. So if it was me, I would adopt it, but during to my financial being, I won't be able to have a child because I don't have the money to. But I see what you're saying, but I would give more funding to the adoption, foster, or CPS or whatever. But I would
and I and so then this brings me to my next perspective on this is
yeah.
what the health excuse me the mental health is generally of the children that are in the foster care system, and that at 18 they're put out on the street with they don't have a family backing, they have nothing, no way to support. And I guess my concern is I guess wait maybe because I don't want to be argumentative up here. I think anybody that's met me up here knows I don't come up here to go blah blah blah,
Yep.
and be mean. I can certainly I'm very sympathetic to your situation. I heartily disagree with you, because I'm very much pro-choice. It was a decision that I don't think I could ever make for myself, but I'm also fortunate. So okay, I didn't bring up an argument because darn it, I'm not very good at starting arguments.
Oh no, it's healthy debates, adult debates. It's fine.
I love debating. So
Oh
that
yes, me
that
too.
was
But I love it. But like the kids could once they turn 18, they could like grow up and be more positive, like maybe more educated than the person I
there's
put.
always that tiny percentage, that manages to rise up from out of the muck and be better, and because they have to fight harder. And I've seen it in real life, with people that I've known in their situations, and I've seen some crumble, and I've seen some that just soared, and I was amazed. But they're a very small percentage, and that's my concern about having so many children, and then they often go to drugs and crime, and we just don't have a support net for that either.
I see.
So yeah, okay. So my position is I really would not want more children to be born and to have to live in that condition.
I have a question for you. So, oh wow, now what was my question, Laura? I'm sorry.
Sound like me.
Yeah, but But when I'm for the abort, I'm not for. I'm pro life. Okay, just put it like that. But like some kids, like I was saying earlier, they may be more higher up than the parents of when they're because some kids don't have choice. Like let's say I be raped, and I say, oh no, I don't believe I'm not gonna abort my baby because I've been raped. So
Oh yeah, and there's many
I won't
women
get
that
my
make that
kid
choice.
because okay, yeah, that's the question I was gonna ask. So like, whether I like have abortion, repeatedly, then
I
then
am heartily
then
against somebody
what?
using it as a form of birth control. I do think that there needs to be
Okay,
standards of care.
wait. My question is like
Wait a
abortion.
second.
Then like, let's say I really want to have a child, but now my body parts are messed up because I had all these abortions. So what's the point on having one?
Well, I guess my position on that is life is about choices, and they made those choices.
Mm-hmm.
I had a
That
cousin
I
that,
agree
that
on.
did exactly what you're talking about, and
Yeah.
that's why I jumped in so strongly about I'm against people who do use it as a form of birth control.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting to me. Um, but I also know that some people have very little choice about their situation, and like
Yeah.
the homeless. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess that's it. I'm not going to hog up the show. Come on, everybody.
Oh,
Bam
you're
Bam's up.
fine.
I'll be. I'm
I'm
sure.
sorry, I
Enjoy yours.
started the timer by accident. I was moving my fan out of
Oh,
the way. So pay no
no,
attention to
that's
the
good timing
timer.
You
anyway.
did that. You
Good
did that
timing
on
anyways.
purpose, Cap.
Thank you.
If I wanted to do it on purpose, I would have done it just specifically for you. But no, I do have a question.
Oh yes. Sure.
I'm just curious. We know your take on when it comes to rape and everything. What about for incest or maybe stillbirth?
Man,
Stillbirth.
Captain, you took
Wow.
that right out of my mouth.
Well,
Like
stillbirth,
it's
of course, the baby is
yeah,
basically
that dies.
it's dead,
That's
and
already dead.
obviously it cannot grow anymore. And if you leave it in the womb,
It's gonna give you
it's
health
going to kill the
problems. Yeah.
mother. So I mean,
Yep. Uh-huh.
granted,
Yeah.
it's still abortion, but what is your take on that?
Now with incest, I would still keep my baby still yet, but and I want the father to be involved in it too. But it's just a sad point just to think of it all right now. But
Well, it is.
abortion is absolutely is a no for me.
I mean,
Either
I was
way it goes.
adopted. I mean, my
But
mother was 16 when she had me. She could have aborted me. And I'm sure there's
yeah.
some of you out there that was going, why didn't she do that? But, it is what it
Well, I'm
is.
glad you're here.
I'm here,
I'm glad
so
you're here.
you're stuck with
Yay.
me, everyone.
Yay.
So, did you have a question, Bam Bam, or did I steal your question?
I was gonna. Well, you kind of sort of stole it, but I was gonna also answer my question at the same time. Like with the incest. Now, this is where I think me and you are gonna disagree, because there's no way. I couldn't do it. Now, I wouldn't abort the baby, but I would definitely give the baby up for adoption.
Yep.
Because I can't raise a child that I had with, let's just say, a cousin or a sister. That's no.
Well, what
Nope,
about
can't do it.
the people that had no choice a long time ago? Like, I hate to bring them like 100 years ago that like had their babies by their dads or by their brothers, but they had no option to get an abortion. That's how I see it. So, like,
If I was in that situation, if I was in that situation, and I was, let's just say I was a woman, and I was in that situation, I think
30 seconds
it'd be hard for me to raise it, but at the same time, I'd feel bad because at that point I didn't have a choice. So, I mean, but if it was a choice situation, like some people out here do that stuff. Hey, that's on you if you do it, but that ain't me. I can't do it. But if I didn't have no choice, and I'd raise a baby, I would. You can put the timer all you want to. I'm gonna keep going. No,
it counts down on its own, you bonehead. That's has nothing to do with it.
Right.
So yes, that was our quick way to get Bam Bam off the grill. He's not allowed to talk. Let's see. You both were waiting. I'm sorry, I didn't see who was first.
Let her go. I've already asked.
Shadow, welcome to my show. I think it's your first time here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, Captain Jack. What's up?
Well, welcome.
Hey, Shadow.
Hey, Unique.
Hey.
Okay, so I just wanted to
make a small point. Yeah, 100 years ago, it may have been frowned upon to have abortion, but I guarantee you there were still lots of different ways to do it, and it was definitely happening. I am someone that's definitely pro-choice because of different circumstances that I've had to deal with, and so whenever the topic comes up for being pro or against abortion, I'm always, pro choice because everyone deserves a choice as to what's done with their bodies and their own autonomy, especially when it comes to either the autonomy of someone that is fully conscious and fully aware versus the, well, I mean, yeah, technically a fetus that has zero consciousness or awareness. It's just, at most points, it's just kind of not aware of anything. It has no opinions, it has no anything until a certain point. Then it becomes aware. But like for me, anything when it's like especially if it's like early term abortion, then it's whatever. Now the later stuff is definitely something that I'm not for because at that point, it is a maturing and growing baby. So let's not do that. But I do recognize there are plenty of, situations where abortion may be the best option for whoever's involved. Yeah.
All right.
So then, again, to go for my question for stillbirth, I mean, obviously the baby's not alive, period. And if it stays in, it's going to kill the mother. So are you willing to end your life just to try to
No, I'd
birth a
abort it. I'd
child that
abort
will
it
not
at
grow?
that point.
I mean, if it's
I'd
dead,
abort
then
it.
what's the point? If it's dead inside you, it's not called abortion. It's time to get rid of the baby. So, but I
Now I
don't
know
call
that
that as abortion
there are
though.
some in the government that are today, and I don't know if this will cancel me from YouTube, but they allegedly are okay with abortions up to the 9th month and even after it's
Oh
born.
no.
I mean, I don't agree with any of that whatsoever. You can't take the baby out of the womb and then say, all right, well, you want to abort it, so it doesn't work that way. That's not, no, that's definitely not okay. Mr. 95.
I I just want to, I guess, get your perspective on in terms of the legality of abortion. Now I know abortion is completely different than like a haircut or like piercings or whatever, but what gives somebody the right to make it a law that I can't, that not me per se, but a woman to do with their own body? I believe that a woman should have a choice. Me as a man, I don't believe that I have any right to say what a woman can and can't do with her body. So, what if all of a sudden they made it illegal for you to dye your hair? You know what I mean? Like I don't know if this is your perspective, but what gives somebody the right to tell you that it's against the law to have an abortion? What gives you that right? And then now,
Oh, is the question finished?
yeah. Sorry, somebody
Oh,
was
okay
talking
then.
to me in
Okay.
my head. Somebody was
Oh,
talking to me
okay.
in my head
I
at the
know I
same
heard
time.
other voices, but yeah. But like I said earlier, it's to each is their own. If they want to have abortion, that's them. That's their body.
Mm-hmm.
What they want to do, that's them. But for me, well, in my beliefs, I'm pro-life. I don't care what any other woman does with their body. They could damage their organs or whatever. But like I'm saying, I'm all over of the opinions of pro-life and pro-choice. So whoever wants to do their pro-choices, that's them.
Okay, that's what I was trying to understand because there are some
Yeah.
people that are pro life that believe that they have the right
There's
to tell
there's
you.
more there's extremist
Hmm.
pro-lifers than me, so I'm still like in between. But
All right, thank you very much. Do we have any other questions or comments on the subject?
no, we could go to other topics.
All right. And I do know you said you had a few topics that you actually wanted to talk about. So,
Mhm.
what is one of the other things that you're really passionate about?
Oh wow! Like I said, I'm conservative, so I believe in gun laws 100% as well. So.
Okay, so gun laws. So protecting the Second Amendment. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
if anybody has any take on the Second Amendment and gun rights and laws, and Mr.
I
95
just
straight
I
back up
I
to the question booth.
Yay!
All right.
I was just thinking about this yesterday. The
All right.
Second Amendment does not just mean a right to bear arms. It also gives us the right to a well-armed militia. A militia in terms of if the government becomes tyrannous and we want to revolt. Well, I believe in that aspect. If somebody has a well-armed militia, if they want to take, like, this is, you will probably agree with me on this, but if they want to take away, if we're not allowed to own fully automatic rifles, we're not allowed to own, what the military has, then how can we really have a well-armed militia if they want to try to take that from us? That's
Well,
not really a
I can
question.
touch a little base on that. There are actually more veterans in this country than there are active personnel in the military. And a lot of these veterans know how to build countless bombs, guns, whatever. I mean, they're all like MacGyver. They can take a paperclip and a bar of chocolate and make a nuclear explosion. I mean, I don't know how they do it, but they're very competent and capable people. And if for instance stands for the well-armed militia, these folks individually can help supply for the well-armed situation to make explosives and whatnot. I would hope and pray that it would never end up getting to that point that we'd have a civil war again and whatnot. The first one didn't end up all that great. Lots of people died and that didn't need to die. But be that as it may, I mean, I believe in the Second Amendment. I believe that we should have the right to own and to bear arms if needed. Some people take it a little bit to the extreme, and guns don't kill people, in my opinion. In my opinion, people kill people.
Yep.
I mean, you can set a gun on a table, and it's not going to do anything. You can
Right.
stare at it all day, and it won't move at all. You have to actually pick it up, pull the trigger if it's loaded, in order to do some damage with it. So, Mr. Bam Bam, you have a question, comment, concern? Statement?
I'm gonna have to agree. I'm with the Second Amendment too. I feel like basically what Captain says, it's not the guns killing people, it's the people killing people. And what I'm sick of seeing a lot of is it's mainly kids out here because the parents don't want to lock the guns up, or they're shocked when they find out their child has taken a gun and taken it to school and causing chaos in schools. Now, with parents like that, I don't think they should be allowed to bear arm with a gun,
Mm-hmm.
because if you're allowing your child to take that very thing to school, and you know about it, you shouldn't have one in your house. But the people that actually are responsible, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if somebody breaks in my house, I don't care what the cop says. You're in my house. You're on my property. I'm pulling my gun out. Period.
But it's a law in Texas that if you shoot somebody that breaks into your home, you're set free because they broke into your property in your home.
Yep.
So I agree. It's a law.
So
Someone comes
So
to my
on
property.
that topic, Bam Bam, as well, I want you to hold there for a second. Again, going back to mental health, and you're talking about these parents that have allowed their children access. So, do you believe that there should be laws to take away their right to bear arms? That not everybody has the
the
right to bear an arm?
for the parents that allow their kids to do it, yeah,
That
they
in
need
that
to be
specific
taken away.
circumstance, I'm asking about. Yeah, you
Yeah,
believe in
they need to be
laws,
taken away.
and okay, thank you, and I agree with that. And that's my. I own guns. I'm in California, but I grew up in a cowboy state, and I very much believe in the right to bear arms. And oh, on the topic of the laws, by the way, it would take 75% of Congress to agree to take
Hmm.
away rights on gun rights. And if you've seen what happens in Congress, the chance that 75% of them will ever agree on that, like I don't, in my personal opinion, that'll never happen. I
It
feel
won't.
very secure that they're
No.
not taking my guns, but there are people And like in your circumstance, that definitely should have their guns taken from them. There should be some laws that we don't currently have.
Mm-hmm. So,
All right. Thank you very much for your perspectives. You're on mute, by the way, Mr. Roar. The Roar. There you go.
Sorry. So, I just wanted to continue on. I live in Virginia right now. Okay. And we have, so to me, I'm very pro Second Amendment and everything else. I'm a conservative also in a very deep liberal state. And right now we have a conservative. We elected our first conservative governor after 10 years, and I think he's doing a phenomenal job. But and hopefully in the 2024 election we're going to flip the darn state. We went back to a swing state already in the polls. But the one thing we have a prosecutor right now in our county, and he's letting violent criminals go. I live in the richest county in the nation. He's letting prosecutor go. The gun laws or the gun the gun sales in our state went through the roof. We beat out anything. We beat out porn sales. We beat out everything. I mean, it's getting insane. But prosecutors like that, we need people are stocking up because if they're arrested, the cops are coming out and arresting them, but this prosecutor is letting them go. So I mean, we need to I feel that the Second Amendment laws I think needs to be a little bit more less strict. I think they're strict now, but I think they need to be less strict until we have prosecutors that are willing to do their job. And it's frustrating, for being paying taxes, doing everything good, doing everything right, and stuff is being taken away from us like we didn't earn it. So I mean, I think it's just that there should be less. Mental health is definitely an issue, but I think that there's a way around that. In Virginia, you take I think a 3 or 4 page test, and if you get one question wrong, you can't do the test. You can't get a gun. And I support that, but then there's gun shows. It's a different story. But I just want to put my 2 cents in there on that.
Of course, and we appreciate that. Thank you very much. 95, did you have something further? No. Let me see, Mr. Eyes on Me. Welcome and to the forum.
Eyes on me.
How you guys doing? First of all, how's everybody doing?
How you doing?
Good.
All right. My question is, when I think somebody was saying about putting the parents in jail for the guns, but I don't think that's a good idea. The reason why I said that, because you need to teach the kids to know how to use the guns, because if nobody knows anything about guns, a kid could carry a gun, don't mean they know how to shoot it. If you could able to teach the kids and know what's good and what's bad, but not putting the parents in jail because of the kids doing what they're doing, because you never teach them anything about guns. Guns needs to be taught by parents, not be scared about anything. It needs to be learned. Family members need to teach their kids how to use things. They don't have to be scared of it. It's something that needs to be taught by in homes. I have my own kid. I have a kid. I have a 9-year-old kid. My 9-year-old, 14-year-old. I teach them how to go to the gun range and everything else. That's not no problem, because now they learn how to use firearms. It's knowledge. Knowledge is power. If they don't know anything, how you think that kid is gonna go shoot somebody? If you know that this is bad. You gotta start from when they was little. You know what I'm saying? So that you know how to go about that.
I have to wholeheartedly disagree to that, but okay.
Oh, that's
my
what this
opinion.
is about. It's a debate.
Yes,
What is
I-
your take
Are
on
you in line?
disagreeing with that?
Yeah,
See,
that's my opinion.
because let's say my child go like be bullied, for instance, and he bring up the school and start shooting up everybody. Then who follows that? The parents, really. You want bring
It's
up
the
to that,
parents.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but what you're saying is it's okay for kids to learn at a younger age to do that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm not
Not
understanding for
doing
that.
that kind of stuff, but learn
But
that
why
this
would
is
you learn
bad,
though?
this is good, this is good, this is bad. You
No,
know?
but yet, but okay. Let's say my your kid's being bullied in school, and he take up the take the gun in school and just start shooting. Then what?
No, my
It's
kids,
happened.
the way I teach them,
That
No, I'm
it's
just
not
happens
talking about
about
either
killing.
I'm
way.
talking about hypothetically speaking.
Oh,
If
you're
that was to
speaking
happen,
hypothetically speaking. Okay,
yeah.
so that's the hypothetically speaking. You speaking. Okay, it's cool. That's your opinion, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it
I'm too.
happens either way. It happens.
Yeah, right.
It
Yeah.
happens
see,
whether
see, I
whether
see,
they
I
learn
see.
about it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. It should be like at a certain age limit to teach kids to use a gun because what if a kid like accidentally shoot their brother or sister on accident? Then what? That'd be up to the parents. They should be jailed for it. So
Here, I will say I get where you're coming from though, because
Mhm.
yeah, you can tell your kids about gun safety and all that, and you can teach your kids more about how to shoot the gun. So if they know how to shoot the gun, if they get bullied and they come to school with that gun, they're going to be way more efficient than someone that didn't know how to use it. I'm just saying.
Yep.
I think what the parents need to do is the parents need to, if the child knows that the parent has a gun in the house, the parents need to teach the child or children that there are other means to get over their situation of being bullied rather than violence using a gun. Some kids, unfortunately,
Whip
get
that
bullied to the
ass.
point of where they feel that they have no other alternative because
That's
maybe
all I
they're
wanted
not
to
bigger
say.
or stronger than the other child. Maybe they've tried to fight back, as you said, whoop that ass, but maybe the child isn't strong enough to actually take on the bully and win. So
You'd
they
be
want to find
surprised.
an equalization factor. And what do? They know of daddy's gun and they go home and get daddy's gun and find it, and then they bring it to school and they don't think of the consequences, that it's not a toy. Once you shoot somebody, that's it. If you shot them in a bad place, you could kill them. You could also just wound them. It could just be a surface wound, but you can actually kill somebody, and they don't think of that consequence. They only want the bullying to stop. So, I mean, the schools need to get involved a little bit more with the parents in order how to deal with the children. I've had my issues with schools before where I knew of children used to work at a school, and children were getting bullied on the school grounds. And I was a yard duty. If I saw any child bullying another child, I would take both children over to the principal's office and we'd have a little sit down, hopefully ending to squash it. And then the parents would then be notified to let them know, hey, your child's bullying this other child. And hopefully the parents are of right mind to say, I don't want my kid doing that. And then they punish the child
So he's aware
accordingly.
that the beef
But
should
unless the
actually started
parents in
back
the
when he worked
school,
at
I
the
mean,
school.
as they say, what is the phrase? It takes a
He said,
village to
so
raise
his
a
Where's the
child.
Beef show actually
Well,
started back
that
when he worked at
village
that
needs to
school.
be the parents,
brought the
the
two parties
teachers,
in.
the faculty, your local police, fire, and neighbors, anybody that can help get the point through to the child that there are other avenues that they can take other than to deal with extreme violence, like a gun or a knife or anything to that angle. That there are other ways to deal with it.
That's the point I wanted to make too when I said whip that ass. Like,
But
not
you
the
said it's
parents
short
whip
and
that
sweet,
ass.
I like that.
I'm not saying I'm not an advocate for child abuse, but
Of course
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying teach the kids to fight back, not with not with weapons, but put them hands up, because that's the way we did it. That's the way the world came up. Let's fight.
That's how it was
That's
raised.
what always happens. I grew up in the hood. I know what happens in the hood. And if anybody wants to debate me on this, it's the reason why people get shot in the hood and stuff like that. I'm not talking about the mental ill people that kill multiple people, but the people most of the time they get shot in the hood is because they can't fight and they don't want to fight and they bitches. That's all I'm gonna say. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'm gonna say this because I've been in a situation where I've been bullied. I've been
Same.
all that. But I know for a fact if I was to bring a gun to school and my mom found out, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, you guys will not be sitting here staring at me right now. I would be in my grave, literally. So as far as teaching, I don't agree with that. And you saying not lock up the parent, you're basically telling the kid, oh, it's okay, you can go ahead and do that. You know, the parent's not going to get in trouble for it. You're not going to get in trouble for it. I don't agree with that. Because, again, I've been bullied and I've seen people get bullied. And I've also seen people go to the extreme where they've actually voiced to me, the next time I get bullied, I'm bringing a weapon to school. Like, that shouldn't be happening, period. I don't care what the situation is. I was brought up, I don't know about anybody else, but I was brought up, use them hands.
Yo, Cape thing.
Use them hands. And if that doesn't work, go to the principal's office or do what you need to do. But I guarantee you, that's how I was brought up, and that's how I did mine. When somebody was bullying me, okay, we're gonna take this outside. We're gonna see who's gonna stop the bully. And I guarantee it's gonna be you, because it ain't gonna be me. And I guarantee you're gonna have a bloody nose before I do. That's the type of stuff I was brought up on. This all gun violence and all that, no, I don't agree with none of that. The parents should be in trouble, point blank, period, because at the end of the day, the child is underage. So who's the next of kin? Like if let's say Unique had kids, and her son goes out and goes on a shooting spree in school, they're not going to look at her son. They're going to look at her. And guess who's going in handcuffs? Her, not her child. So that's all I got to say on that.
I think with the laws that are going on for the kids, though, if they do something rather stupid, if we're just going to go that far, and they shoot, stab, or really hurt somebody, the parents are liable because the child is a minor. But I don't necessarily think that the parent needs to be arrested for it. The parents can be counseled. The parents, it's bad enough, they're going to have to pay the restitution for whatever damage was done. So if there was any fines or any penalties, that's going to cost them money. And hopefully, if it hits their wallet, it'll be a lot better. Because, okay, let's just take the case in point, Bam Bam. If you have a son and he goes on a shooting spree, like what you said for Unique.Foxdale, and he goes on a shooting spree, right? You didn't tell him to do that. You tried to teach him between right and wrong, and for whatever reason, he just decided to go on the shooting spree. Now, you get arrested because he went on the shooting spree, and whether he's free or whatever, has to do community service, fine. But then who's there to teach them? Who's going to be there? I mean, it's not like they're going to send him to your jail cell to go visit you every single day, so you can teach him how to do right and wrong. If they arrest you and pull you off the street, who's going to be there for your son? Especially if you're a single parent. Now the child is going to be in foster care because they've taken you away. So I don't think that arresting the parent should be right. Pay restitution. Sorry, I took off my hat. Pay restitutions and fees and whatever. Absolutely. Have the parents do that because the child is a minor. However, don't arrest the parent and punish the parent because the parent has attempted to teach the child and the child didn't get it. The child didn't understand.
I was speaking on if the parent knew. Like if, for instance, if I knew my child went out there and grabbed the gun out the gun, wherever I had it, and he took my gun and I knew about it, but I still let him do it, at that point, I think arrested should be at the top of the at the brim.
Fair enough.
But if I didn't know about it, then yeah, fines.
Let me ask this question. That's fair enough, but let me ask this question. How many of those situations, because it has happened, like you said, it has happened where kids have brought guns to school and they go and shoot people, or luckily they've been caught with a gun and nothing did happen. Tell me how many of those cases do you know of where the parents openly admitted, yes, I knew they took my gun?
None.
I'll wait. Yeah, they're not going to admit. They would never admit something like that because they don't want to be punished. So obviously they're going to say, "Well, I," and so they're going to act stupid even if they did know. So the chances on the parents getting, punished for any of this, the only way they get punished is, well, did you leave your gun in an open case or unlocked case where they had access to it? If they said no, I have a key and the child doesn't know where the key is. Well, obviously the child did, or they got really good at picking locks when you weren't watching. So there could be all different types of scenarios, but I think in a whole, or as a whole,
I agree with you on the fine. Yeah.
the child needs to spend time in juvenile hall. If he kills or he or she kills someone, depending on the situation, if it's a 4-year-old that just picked it up, thought it was a toy, and accidentally shot their sibling, I don't think the child should have to go to prison for something like that.
No.
But if it's a child that's being bullied in school and that's the only thing they can think of doing is shooting someone to end the bullying, then yes, I do think they need to be tried as an adult and they need to spend some time behind bars, not the parent. The parent didn't tell them, take my gun to school. And if they did, and there's
12.
proof and there's evidence of that, then the parent can be in the cell next to him because they're stupid. But, you know.
But they're not going to admit it, so.
They would never admit it, no.
Well, getting arrested is not the same as having a jail term, a prison sentence, right? And again, it depends on the severity of what happened, age of the child, did somebody die, etc. So getting arrested, I think, is very much of a shock factor to the parents of the severity, the seriousness of what's happening. They usually are released within a few days, and then the case proceeds through. So I'm not saying that every parent that's arrested should go to jail, because obviously there's very many scenarios where single parent, 4-year-old child, there are situations that I think that would be wholly inappropriate to have a prison sentence. But as far as arresting a parent in that situation when your child has gained access to your weapon that's licensed to you, there should be a consequence. And I guess I'm not saying that it always needs to be a jail term, but yeah, I think getting arrested, I know I would not like that very much at all.
Yeah.
Even just to be arrested, forget even just a jail term, right? Like, that whole thing is bad. Never want the system looking at you.
This is very true, very true. I would like to make one quick public service announcement. We have a couple of people that are here in the metaverse. They are a married couple in real life. Their names are Parsival and Foxy Watts. And I want to say congratulations to the new parents. They just had their first baby just the other day, 8 pounds, 4 ounces,
Congratulations.
21 inches long.
Yeah.
Congratulations to mom and dad. Parsival is actually here in our audience right now, so congratulations to them on the birth of their brand new son.
Congrats.
I do hope
None
that
of us,
within the next
baby.
month you still have all your hair.
They'll still have it. Wait till the baby starts walking, then they won't.
Then they won't have it anymore.
More than a
no.
month of years, it will, because it's actually kind of long at the moment. So it's all
There you
some of
go.
it.
There you go. He'll have some of it. He'll eventually look like the butler from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, right? That receding hairline. He just has long hair on the sides of the ears.
Okay,
All
Captain,
right.
just because you have a head full of hair.
Yes, that I do. If anybody's seen me, I've got a head full of dreads. That's what I've got. So, thank you, Miss Foxdale. I do appreciate you joining us this evening and giving us your perspectives on
audience. I
those
love you all
very
that
touchy
answered our
topics.
questions.
I mean, there's people that feel very uncomfortable talking about them, but we're very glad that you had the bravery to come up and share your opinion regarding them. My final thought for this entire show is everybody's going to have their opinion on things, whether it's abortion, whether it's gun rights, just anything and everything. And everybody needs to remember, you are definitely entitled to your opinion. It does not make it fact nor fiction, but it is your life, and you should be able to live your life the way you want without anybody interfering. As long as it doesn't cause damage or an animosity to anyone else, you should be able to live your life the way you want to be able to live your life. So for
may I
Unique
add-
Foxdale, thank you very much. And for my cameraman, Bronina, and my tech director, Miss Queen, up in the booth, this has been... Yes, please. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry.
I'll shut up.
And may I add that I love each and every one I came up and asked questions. I love each and every one. Y'all are awesome for bringing all the questions and all the answers and blah, 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 blah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Perfect. So this has been, oops, I just grabbed my pipe. This has been Captain Jack Morgan for everyone here at Where's the Beef. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Everybody, have a good night.